1440 KVON, 99.3 The Vine. This is Kelly. It's time for Health Bits, brought to you by Senior Helpers Navigating the Art of Aging and Queen of the Valley Medical Center. And Robert Nations from Senior Helpers is here.
Good morning. Good morning. You know, I'm in this love-hate thing with you right now.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Because, you know, I love coming here and doing the show with you, and I hate that you're not going to be here in September and forevermore. But you and I are friends. So
but we're friends.
Absolutely. So it's not like you're going away from me.
No, and I'm not leaving Napa. People have been asking me, are you moving away? No.
Right.
I'm going to stay in Napa.
So I'm excited for you in this new...
Thank you.
Because I think you're going to be terrific. You know, I've heard you perform several times, and I think it's going to be outstanding. So I can't wait to follow you.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So you know, being in the aging population business, I deal with dementia on a regular basis, and one of the things that I'm excited about is this Sunday out at the college, we're going to have a dementia workshop. It's a family workshop to help people that are dealing with people with dementia. And Teepa Snow's our keynote speaker.
Yes.
And you know, she was on the radio a couple weeks ago, and she's very dynamic. But another thing that's going on in conjunction with that is the Quilt to Remember. Oh. And another VIP that's going to be here is going to be Carol Steinberg, who's on the radio with us this morning. Welcome, Carol.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to hear you refer to me as a VIP.
Well, of course you are.
Absolutely.
She's actually the executive vice president from the Alzheimer's Foundation of America back in New York. And one of the programs they have that's a very exciting program is the Quilt to Remember. So, Carol, tell us a little bit about what that is and how that came about.
Sure. The AFA Quilt to Remember was started about 5 years ago. To be honest, it is patterned after the AIDS Memorial Quilt. We felt that people with dementia really don't have a voice because of the symptoms of the disease that affect their communication skills. It's sort of up to the rest of us, to family caregivers, to outsiders, to people involved in the cause, to really speak for those with the disease. So we felt by having families and organizations submit quilt panels that tells people's stories, really show that there are real people behind this devastating disease. And it's a great way to memorialize people with the disease, as well as the heroic family caregivers and healthcare professionals who are doing their share to provide optimal care. So we encourage families, it's an ongoing project, we encourage families and organizations to submit large-scale panels to us that are in tribute or honor of individuals or even organizations, and then we take it on tour across the country, and we're excited that we are reactivating our tour in collaboration with Senior Helpers, and thus we're bringing it to Napa as one of the tour stops.
Well, and what we're going to do, Kelly, by the way, is a couple local families have agreed to do a couple of small panels that we're going to have on display. And what we're going to encourage people to do is come see these quilts that are already made that the AFA is providing us. There are going to be, I think, 20 of them here. Is that not correct, Carol?
Yeah, and it's 20 from areas surrounding Napa, as well as from other parts of the country. And I think what you're going to see, and what the viewers are going to see, is that really anyone could do a quilt. You don't have to be a quilter. We have novices. We have an 11-year-old boy who did a quilt. My family did a quilt. We're not quilters. So really anyone could do their best. You know, the point is really to tell, as I said, their loved one's story, to include mementos and photographs and embroidered words of, you know, love and encouragement and hope. And it's a really wonderful way to bring a family together during, you know, this devastating time in their lives. It really helps people vent their emotions. It's very therapeutic. So we also encourage people, if, you know, we obviously hope they will come to Napa to see the quilts, but they could also go online at owlsquilt.org and see our collection. And even now we have a new feature where people can submit a virtual quilt panel.
So what's going to happen is you're going to need to come see these wonderful completed quilts. And then, as I said, we've got two families here who have created panels, and we'll have those on display. And we're going to encourage people to consider making a quilt for their loved one. I've talked to the Quilting Guild here in the area. We have quite a few quilters here in Napa.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to build, hopefully, a community quilt that, number one, we can display in our community, but we can also send it to the AFA and have them tour it around with the other quilts that are available.
That's great.
So I think it's going to be really fun,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be very exciting. The other thing, part of the Quilting Guild, they've actually created us a fun quilt to raffle off. So we'll be selling raffle tickets at the event, and the proceeds from that raffle will go to the AFA as well. Because, Carol, the AFA, really the primary purpose of the AFA is education and supporting caregiving. Is that not the charter of the AFA?
Correct. The Alzheimer's Foundation of America is a national organization. Our mission is to educate the public, to raise awareness about Alzheimer's disease, and moreover, to provide care-related programs and services through the services we offer at our headquarters in New York, as well as through our 1,600 member organizations and our new AFA Cares affiliates, including the one in Napa, across the country. Unfortunately, there is no cure for Alzheimer's disease. This week, in fact, we heard about a failed promising clinical drug trial. So in the absence of a cure or effective treatments for the disease, care takes even more precedence. So we're there to help families get through this.
So the AFA provides quite a few different programs. Quilt to Remember's one. People can come see that firsthand on Sunday, providing caregiving workshops like we're going to do using Teepa Snow on Sunday. But there are other things that happen as in conjunction with the AFA. They do memory screening. We have a National Memory Screening Day that's coming up in November that I'll be visiting with Bob about. Unfortunately, you won't be here, but I'll be visiting with Bob about as we come along, because we're going to have those throughout the community. They also have a program that gets kids more involved in Alzheimer's. Grandma's dealing with her issues, and how do the kids react to it? And we want to get more kids involved in it. So there's a lot of things that are coming. Because as Carol mentioned, we're now the CARES affiliate office for the area for the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. So this ironically, Carol, is kind of a kickoff to our new relationship here in Napa County.
And what a kickoff. It's a
good one. Yeah, it's wonderful.
We just really hope the community takes advantage and comes out, because Teepa Snow is a great speaker. And with the quilt, I don't think anyone will leave with a dry eye. It's very emotional. So this is a great combination of education and emotion.
Yeah, and if you didn't remember, Teepa's 30-year veteran. She's an occupational therapist, and she's spent most of her career dealing with people with dementia. And so she's very instrumental in helping family members as their family member goes through the different stages of this disease. That
would be so helpful.
And she's got lots of helpful things that she does. She's going to make people laugh hysterically, and people are shocked by that, because here I'm coming on a really serious subject, and she's going to make you laugh.
She's wonderful.
And she's actually going to make you laugh as hard that you may even cry, but she's also going to be very good about giving you some great information about how to deal with this disease that is affecting a lot of us. And it's only growing as aging boomers start to grow.
It really is.
So this is a great way to kick it off. The event's free. Anybody that wants to come, we ask people to register, and you can do that. You can just simply go to our website at seniorhelpers.com, or you can call my office at 251-1540. I picked this venue because I don't know if you know this, but the Napa College, that the Performing Arts Center is only a couple of years old.
Yes.
And they've never had an outside event. It's always been college bound. It's a beautiful, have you been out there?
Yes.
It's a beautiful venue for us. And it's seated 500 people. And I chose that because I wanted to get as many people in the area to come to it. I made it free because I wanted as many people in the area to come to it. So I have a lot of different people that are going to be part of it. Napa Valley Hospice and Adult Day Service, of course, is our adult day program in the area. Yeah. They're going to be part of it. Carol's going to be here from the AFA, and coincidentally, she's agreed to let me interview her on my TV program. That airs on Napa TV. So there's going to be a lot of conversation over the next month about the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, how we can support people in the Valley. But we want people to come out on Sunday.
And what time?
I was there. Okay. Great segue. I was just right to my.
See, I know people that could really use this. Yeah, so I want to get the info out.
The actual event's 1:30 to 4:30.
Okay.
And but we're going to get people there because 500 people come in. I got to get people through the registration line. So we're going to open up registration at 12:30.
Okay.
And we're going to provide water, and there's going to be all kinds of vendors there to talk about how they support people with dementia in the community. And I think it's going to be great.
It sounds really great.
So if you haven't registered, doesn't mean you can't show up, but I'd rather you have your register so I can make sure you have a prime seat.
Right.
So,
thank you.
So Carol, just closing here, how do we get in touch with the Alzheimer's Foundation of America if someone was listening, wanted to look up and learn more information?
We have a toll-free hotline, 866-232-8484, and our website is alzfdn.org. And we really do encourage people to contact the AFA affiliate office or to contact AFA directly. We have licensed social workers that could help answer people's questions and give referrals, resources. We have a free caregiver magazine. We have lots of programs and services to help families out. They really have no need to face this alone.
And it's the last hour of the program, I'm going to give people to fill out an index card and ask questions. So they're going to get a chance to ask Tifa a question directly, and the whole audience will be able to hear that. So I'm really excited about it. I was just out there yesterday going through kind of a trial run, and I think it's going to be tremendous.
Thank you so much.
So come